up, y'all? What it do, booze? I am currently sitting in the school parking lot because I have like 25 minutes before I have to clock in and figured I might as well just go ahead and do my video. Today is Wednesday, um, August the 25th, the first day of school for me, because preschool doesn't start until like 2 weeks after regular school. But y'all, this week, and it's only Wednesday, has already been challenging. The last couple of weeks have been challenging. And like I told you, I was going to do a life update video, so I'm going to try my hardest to do that very quickly. Sorry if I'm like continuously moving the camera, but I don't have a good stand. But so we'll jump to last Tuesday or Tuesday before. I got a call from social services or social worker asking if my niece could be returned to me and be in my care temporarily, eventually, permanently through, the system and stuff. And of course I was like, yeah, like, because I always want her to be in a safe position. And she was with me last year, so, she can be with me again. But the only thing is that, like I said, I was, kind of nervous as far as her not having her actual own room and privacy, but we made it work as we always do. Like I've been saying these last couple of weeks, learning how to be ready and pivot and just accept the change as it comes, if there is one, and keep it pushing and keep it moving, because these things are temporary, right? And so God has just been dealing with me with pivoting. There's been so many things literally these last week and even this week, like I said, and it's only Wednesday, to where things are just like boom, just thrown onto you, and you be like what is going on? Like, what type of, what? Literally all comes out of nowhere. But again, and it makes us upset. It makes us, like I say all the time, excuse my language if I offend anybody, but it pisses us off. It frustrates us. It annoys us. But we have to truly, truly be willing and humble ourselves and be able to pivot and go with the flow, make the changes, do what we got to do, and we'll see God have his way. Because like we always say, and like it says, God's plans and his ways and his thoughts are not anywhere near ours, are nothing like ours. And we may not understand it. We may not, we may always want to know, like, what is this? It's always something type of attitude. But at the end of the day, we have to truly know that everything happens for a reason. And I'm literally sitting in this car after yesterday's blow to my classroom and teacher and the other assistant that's in there with me, because they took her away. And we were just all so flabbergasted as to why they would do something like that. But I've been praying. I was so upset, like to the point where, have y'all ever been so upset or just so frustrated that like y'all like can feel that your head is cloudy, like super heavy? That's how I felt. But only until last night after I got off of work, and then this morning I said, I'm not going to keep complaining. I'm not going to keep worrying. I'm going to know I'm going to do what I do, and that's pray and read the word and trust and hope and worship my way through, as I say all the time as well. And I feel so much better. I really do, because I do not believe in my heart that she's going to be gone from us long. So if you're watching this, I love you. And it's all going to work out for our good. And even when we don't understand it, even when we don't like it, God's going to work it out. He always does. And that's pretty much my message. I've been going through, as far as, like I always say, figuring things out financially, trying my hardest not to worry, trying my hardest not to be anxious, and just pushing through, praying my way through, asking God to give me and those around me the strength to endure, because life is crazy. These kids is fighting every day at school, it seems like. There is violence just running rampant. There's chaos. There's just evil. There's just mess. It's just always something on the news. That's why I don't watch it, because we got to protect our eyes and our ears, y'all, from the things that we see, because it truly does affect us, and the things that we listen to. But I just hopped on here. Like I said, it's not my normal format. I'm not at home. I'm not with the lights. I'm just speaking from my heart. Like, we truly have to learn to pivot and accept things for what they are, and trust and believe that in the midst of those things as they are, it's going to get better. There is good in everything. God turns what the enemy meant for evil into good always, and he's so faithful. And every single song that I've listened to this morning, since I've been in the shower and work and on my way to work and dropping people off, literally have been reminders of his faithfulness, reminders that everything's gonna be all right, that we're gonna make it, that God is a miracle worker, that there's a breakthrough coming. Like, it's I tell y'all, when y'all truly surrender and just let God fight and be still, he sends those reminders, he sends those messages. Even in my family situation, I was talking to my cousin, and just, she's venting and she's going through, and I found myself so just frustrated and annoyed yesterday before I went into work, and I'm like, this is not how I want to be. And even when I was at work yesterday, like, y'all, people ran out of there, as they often do, stealing stuff. And it's just like, Lord, like, it's always something. But God, it's not my battle to fight. I can't take on things that were not assigned to me. But God, I trust that even in the midst of all of this, you are strengthening me. You are developing something in me. You are helping me to see the bigger picture. You are helping me to see beyond what I see. You're helping me to understand the unknown and the unseen. And through all of this, I know you're right there with me. I know you understand the bills I got more bills than I got money. I know you understand that family members and friends frustrate us, and just, we don't understand them and why they have attitudes and why they treat other people the way that they do. But God, I trust you even in that it's something's good going to come from it. Lord, jobs and the way that people are, one minute they like you and go to bat for you, the next minute they just sending you off and they don't care, and talking about their hands is tied, and they don't fight for you, but you thinking that it's a family structure. Like, Lord, I know that you're good even in this. Lord, I don't know how things are going to work out when it comes to my home situation or my relationship. I don't know the future of it, God, and I'm trying so hard not to be anxious. I'm trying so hard not to overthink and make up scenarios in my mind. I'm trying so hard not to guard my heart and not allow what I see or what I feel dictate how I'm acting or treating people, Lord. But I trust you. Even micromanagers, people who are just watching it and just being messy, and even on our jobs and even in our families, and just making trouble and just complaining all the time, and not trying to find the good in anything. But God, I trust you in the midst of it all, because I know that you're working it out for my good. And it's just like, I have to keep telling people this. I have to keep telling myself that, and I'm telling whoever was watching this video at that whatever time they watching it, to learn to pivot, to continue to trust, to continue to put your faith in God, and continue to press through, knowing that you're not the only one going through, knowing that even in trouble, God is still there, and to not give up, and to continue to know that our faith is what keeps us. Our faith is what we stand on. Our faith is what keeps us grounded. Our faith is what helps us to not be like everybody else in this world. And I have truly had to just, and sometimes, as we often do, I had to cry. I had to get it out. I had to scream. I have to go and be by myself for a second. And a lot of times, yes, it's because we're tired. And like I said before in another video, sometimes we just need a nap to refocus. But I thank God that today is a brand new day, that we get our spirit is renewed every day. I thank God that we have the victory, and it's a fixed fight. So we're going to win. And the devil is busy, and he's trying people, and I'm getting emotional right now. He's really, he's trying people. But at the end of the day, it won't work. And we're gonna continue to pivot. We're gonna continue to push. We're gonna continue to pray. We're gonna continue to fight. We're gonna continue to trust that God is fighting for us. And I just want to encourage somebody. I just want to encourage myself just to keep going and don't give up, and to learn to adapt and humble yourself so that you won't block the things that God is trying to bring your way. Like I said, I know sometimes my videos are repetitive, but it's a season for repetition. It's a season for remembering God's faithfulness, remembering He's done it before, and remembering that He's always there. Because it's so quick to throw, it's so quick that we get thrown off balance. We frustrate ourselves, and we bloop out, and we want to fight and just complain and just be negative. But why? It's warranted that we do, but at the end of the day, when we call ourselves Christians and we're people of faith, being negative is not going to help. It makes matters worse at the end of the day. And we could just bloop out and just cause a commotion, when all in all, it could be a misunderstanding. And then we've done all that, exerted all that energy for no reason, or made something worse, and it didn't even have to be. So I'm just really trusting that God is going to work things out. And we have to have patience. We have to keep trusting. Have to keep believing. And just learn how to adapt and pivot and press your way through. Because greater is coming. And I'm going to keep saying that, because I truly believe that. These things that we face are temporary. The enemy wants us to believe that they're always going to be permanent, but they're not. They're not. They're not permanent. They're temporary, and God is always working. Even when we don't feel it or see it, these things are temporary, and God's going to bring something to us. God's going to open a door for us. God's going to bless us with so much. But we have to acknowledge Him even in our bad things, even in our troubles, even in our trials and tribulations, even in the things we don't understand. Because if we don't, we're going to try to figure it out our way. Because if we don't, we're going to bloop out. Because if we don't, we're going to go crazy trying to figure out what's going on. But as long as we trust and acknowledge Him, He's going to work it out. Trust and believe that. And that's it. I'm about to get off here and head into the school. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.